I'd like to welcome each and every individual to Voices of Integrity podcast for building great team members. And congratulations in getting through, let's call it level one or whatever it's called. So awesome work. Like, I'm really proud of you. That's great. Um, have you really internalized, a claim, unclaimed territory? Have you helped everyone else on your team do it? And that comes through the internalization model. So it's designed, there's a lot of thought that's gone into this. Like, here you have a natural law, but have you internalized it? Are you talking about it? Are you getting everybody in the team to go through it? And then trust the integrity of the system. Like, it's like if my life depended on it, I don't think I can go ahead and get people to do that. Like, Thomas Kuntz, the one that introduced it to me. And so, yeah, natural laws and white papers, and so these things govern like every area of our lives. Like Alan Stein, he attended a weekly podcast, um, and he said it was on a Tuesday, and it's interesting because he came and he says, "Mark, I just feel so jacked up. I feel so. It's like I feel awakened, alive." But then on Wednesday, I fall a little bit more asleep and a little bit more until I roll around Monday and I'm barely running into this. Um, like, how do I go ahead and, you know, awaken like every day? And I said, attend more podcasts. And he did. And he was. And so the natural laws, and then he said something about, like, I don't know how your mind works the way it does. How does it work the way it does? And they said, well, it's the natural laws that govern things. Like, uh, 2 days ago, I was playing pickleball, and the guy's like, "You're insane on the court. Like, you just like I was playing 1-on-2. He's like, you just like the ever ready bunny. You just don't. You have so much energy. Why is that? It's not because I drink coffee or energy drinks. Um, it's the natural laws. They do something to one's brains, and so where are you going to go after this? There's a lot of different where places you could go. You could go to the secret about time. Um, you could go ahead and go to the white paper library. You could go to the interesting videos. There'll be, another section on this. And so part of the white paper library is drive and discipline, you know, and then, you know, it seems like often, like in coaching, like we are doing some work yesterday, quite a bit of work on the new Life GPS AI and training Claude on the four different levels of coaching. Cheerleader, once you break through to a dimension, and then so that's level one, and then level two is the teacher teaching you the new rules, on that. And then the next level is the coach. That's the expressive. So the amiable, analytic, and then the coach, and then the expressive. And the highest level is the driver, which is the Navy SEAL. So a lot of times people become complacent. People become, they're satisfied, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with being satisfied. The challenge is if we're not growing, we're dying. And so, so this is really good one, and carrying and customers and the roller coaster. Like, if we can't do 10 minutes a week, we probably have some struggles with discipline, right? I mean, 10 minutes a week is not that much to ask for the team to be a great team member. Like, if we're not willing to invest 10 minutes consistently back into the team, it says a lot about how committed we are to that team. Don't expect other people to be more committed to you than you are to them. Um, and then 10-minute habit in going through. And so, I asked the live group, I asked the live group on, what would they have, and Adam came up with a really fascinating question. He says, "How do you know if you're a victim?" He said, "Most of the time, we're playing the victim card, and we don't know it." And it's one of the things I just absolutely love about Adam is he's got these deep insights into things. And so Adam and everyone, this is the quantum feeling model. And so these three bad boys and bad girls, they interconnect. People become a victim, and then they become entitled because they were hurt by somebody else. They become entitled. Like, I'm entitled to this. And then they become self-righteous because they're better than other people. What they don't realize is they've hurt other people probably a whole lot more than they've been hurt. But as a victim, you don't have to worry about what you've done to other people. All you do is just focus on what other people have done to you. Then you get, a bunch of victims together. And, so people, it's sad, but people, they do, so Addicted to Lazy, the white paper, that would be a great one to go through. But lazy people won't read it, Mark. Yeah, I know they won't. And they probably won't, even if they did, they internalize it. And so the challenge is, people have a challenge. HUA, what does that mean? It means people make poor choices, and they don't even know they're making poor choices. They think it's just natural to be where they're at. And then if you do that long enough, then you become, a POS. And that's sad, because then all of a sudden, POSs like to be around other POSs, and then it becomes an FOS. And so you see this in groups of people or congregate together. In business, they often don't congregate together because you got a business to run. So how do you know if you're a victim? One is, ask the question. What's the vaccine against being a victim? Is to take ownership, massive ownership, not only ownership for your own stuff, but everybody else's. You've arrived when everyone can blame you for everything. Like, it's always your issue. That's when you've hit the pinnacle. When you do get to that point, then people will say things like, you think you know everything. Okay, copy that. Or they'll, even when you get to another pinnacle, they'll say, "What do you think you are, God? Like, you think you're God?" Like, people are weird. They just are. Self-righteousness, well, first, victimhood. Somebody hurts us, we don't realize we hurt other people. And then that goes into entitlement. What's the vaccine against entitlement? And that's thankfulness. And then what's the vaccine against self-righteousness? That's humility. So in these mind models, there's literally over 500 natural laws. There's hundreds of models. These are the ones that are used most. And so going through the mind model, going through these and really internalizing these and studying these, and then going through the white paper library, that's another good source. You want to do that. So hopefully this has been helpful. Congratulations on getting through this. You're not done yet. Don't be like a lot of people who go to college, and they read and they do assignments, and then they graduate, and then they're done learning. You're never done learning in life. The more you know, the more you know you should. Hopefully, the more you know you don't know. So always remember, we can accomplish so much more together than we ever could on our own. Congratulations, amazing. Don't forget to do reflections, and then go through and check out other people's reflections, and then chat on that. So you get to know people, you get to connect with people, you get to get insight, say, "Oh, I didn't see that," or "That's a reminder to me." You help them, they help you. And when the tide rises, all the ships rise together. And that's what this is all about. Have an amazing day. Bye-bye.